Hey, I wanted to come and introduce myself. My husband thinks that you guys need to see my face from time to time. I completely disagree. I'm Carrie. I'm the face behind the hands here at Tigerfly Soap Company. I do all the creating. Sometimes some of my grown kids come out and help me. Sometimes my grandkids come out and help a little bit. I have a lot of bath bombs to get made today, so hang on to your seats and let's make some. Just getting our mix mixed up here. Oops, figure out where you guys are at here. Get all my ingredients mixed in good and with no clumpiness. I usually use a bigger bucket, but I don't know if one of the kids ran off with it or what. I might have to get me some new bath bomb bowls. Today we're going to use, for our first one, we're going to be using a fragrance called Castaway by Muddy Soap Co. Get our binder in here. It's still another super, super rainy, wet, cold day, which seems to be every single day. It's like Groundhog's Day around here anymore. It's seriously affecting my mental health. So I thought, you know what? We're going to be getting the store reopened in a few days, and I'm running super low on bath bombs. I'm going to do a couple specialty bombs today, and then I'm going to do some basic rounds. Hopefully I can get them all done today, and then they'll be ready for packaging when we reopen. Alright, it looks like we're about ready. Maybe I'm going to add just a touch more oil in. As you make bath bombs, a lot of people ask, give me a no-fail bath bomb recipe because I don't want to waste ingredients. Well, let me tell you what, if you plan on trying to make bath bombs, you're going to waste ingredients. And you're going to waste a lot of ingredients until you come up with a perfect bath bomb. The ingredients are expensive, and it does take a lot of time and research to get them right. And to know the feel, depending on your climate, depending on the weather that day, your bath bomb mix is going to vary. So there is no one size fits all. That's just the way it is. I have a great recipe that I've worked on for years, and I still have to adjust it for the weather each day. Here we go. Can anyone guess who this is? You got it. A certain dude that loves his tigers. Another new mold here. And we're going to put some really cool embeds in him. Some orange and some yellow. And you know what? I totally, again, forgot to bring out my straight edge, but that's okay because these molds have a flat back, so it's not going to be hard for me to level off. That's one thing about a mold like this. You have to have it level or they're probably going to break under the pressure. Make sure you get all the corners packed well. And make sure you've got that bottom flat. Now, like I said before in a different video where I also forgot to bring my flat edge, it's best to have, sometimes I use the back end of a butter knife. That's my kind of my go-to thing that I use. It's a little quicker than what I'm doing now. And then I just put a little parchment paper on. Oh, look at that. He popped right out. Oh, that is so cool. The details on these molds are just, I mean, top notch. Right. I don't know why I've got to make such a mess. If I had my bigger bowl, I would not be making the mess that I'm making currently. But I need to get to the store, and we all know that going to the store right now is not what it used to be. So I will just do with what I have today. And hopefully I can get to the store tomorrow, get me some more bowls, get me, maybe remember to bring my flat edge out. These are a really nice big bath bomb. I can't believe how easily they're unmolding. That's awesome. That's always a plus, especially when they've got lots of detail. Sometimes that you can struggle, have lots of struggles, but this one is not giving me any at all. I want to look at the weather report for tomorrow, but I'm afraid to. Like I said, every day seems to be a replica of the one before, and I'm struggling right now. I'm completely over it. I know a lot of people are. I see a lot of people complaining about how crappy they feel right now. So I know that I'm not in this storm alone. But creating gives me an outlet, and that's the number one reason I started doing this in the first place. It's wonderful to kind of get your mind off of things if you're an overthinker like me and your mind doesn't ever shut off. I see people talking more about mental health these days, and I think that's great because it is a real thing. And a lot of people struggle. People you might not even know are struggling, could be struggling. I mean, a lot of very happy people, and I'm a happy person. I don't have huge depression issues. I have in the past, just, you know, due to my accident and stuff like that. But, you know, check on your friends. If you think they're not acting up to par, check on them. Slip them a gift or a little, you know, card or just something to let them know that you care, that there are people out there that care about you. It can really make somebody's day. And I know for me, I've got some amazing friends, and stuff like that always shows up, like right when you really need it, you know. So my small batch, I think I'll get this one and possibly one more. So it looks like we'll get 6 probably out of this batch. I actually have a second batch mixed up as well beside of me here. I'm going to do a double batch of these because I know for a fact everyone's going to want some of these. And they'll look pretty cool on my shelves in the store when we reopen. So I don't think it'll be an overmake to do a second batch. I love this coconut and vanilla milk scent. It's not a super duper strong scent. And it's very just kind of beachy, which gives me a breath of fresh air. And these are going to put on a really great show. These embeds are awesome. A girl named Angela made these. AngelasEmbeds. She's on Etsy. I usually make my own, but we're trying to get the store reopened, trying to get so much made. Embeds take up a lot of time that I don't have right now, so I'm ordering those from her and she does an amazing job. The colors are super vibrant and they're nice big embeds. So if you don't feel like making your own, then I highly recommend her. I'll do a video on making them someday too. Boy, those just pop right out of the mold. That's awesome. Okay. Now, I'm going to finish up the second round of these and then we'll move on to our next mold. All right, guys? And I'll bring you guys back when I paint these as well. Hey, we're back. We're painting the Joe Exotic bath bombs. I already painted one. I actually forgot to turn the camera on and start videoing, but that's okay. So first, we're just kind of going around and doing all of his skin tone because we'll be painting. We don't have to be like super meticulous with it because we'll be doing a lot of painting around and over. Just got to make sure the whites of his eyes don't get painted. It can be hard to get a skin tone. You've got to pretty much do some blending of different colorants, like a bronze or kind of a goldish type color. I actually have a mixture of Goldfinger by Mad Micas and Vanna White by Mad Micas. And it's mostly Vanna White, with just a little bit of the other mixed in. But I also like that it kind of gives a multi-dimensional tone to his skin, not a solid flat tone. those big old ears. Okay. Now let's move on to the brown. Sorry guys, my notifications are not turned off. My daughter who edits my videos is always like, Mom, you need to turn off your notifications. Well, guess what, sweetheart? I don't know how. I really don't. All right, let's see here. All right. There's that. Now let's do his mouth, which I did. It's pretty much the same color as his skin, but I added a tad of a super light pink to it. There's that. We've got our black. Just give a little something to the nostrils there. If I had some fancy paint brushes, I could do a better job at painting his eyes, but I don't. And I don't even know what I would purchase, to be quite honest with you. That would be an actual good paintbrush. So I gave him some cat eyes there. Let's do just a hit of blue for his eyes. This brush really sucks. Okay. Let's do some of this hair. And that nasty old bleached hair. I kind of mesh that into that other color to kind of just give them a seamless type of look. I'm going to add just a slight bit of definition to that. Because you know his roots have some brownish color in there. Let's add that in there. And his sides are also kind of brown. It's definitely uneven hair color, that's for sure. Kind of gives a, yes, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, now we're going to do, where's my silver? Here's my silver. With the silver, we're going to do, it's called Celestial Silver. So it's kind of almost a bluish silver almost. And I'll tell you right now, I am nowhere near a master painter. In fact, I have always sucked pretty badly at painting, but I get my point across. I guess that's all that matters. All right. Looking good, Mr. Joe. There you have him. Thanks for hanging out with me and making some bath bombs. I hope this gives you some inspiration, or at least gives you a little bit of entertainment. If you guys like this video, please make sure you like it, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share it, okay? Thank you.